Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy Pete with Slap Pappy Gorilla. What? Devin Haney and Vasiliy Lomachenko is in the books. Devin Haney has improved to 30-0, and Vasiliy Lomachenko has dropped to 17-3. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. Vasiliy Lomachenko has nothing to hang his head about as he fought a very good fight. Listen, he led in every category statistically, meaning he threw more punches and landed more punches. Now, with Devin Haney, even though he threw less punches, he led in the percentages because of the punches that he threw. You know, his percentages were higher because he was more efficient. So he led in percentage-wise in most categories, but Lomachenko actually had more punches landed. So, I mean, that just spells out a close fight, And, you can't cry robbery with a fight that's that close. I would hate to be the judges, man, because those rounds were very hard to judge. Devin Haney did a lot of good body work in the beginning. And, he was even landing. He landed the left hook pretty decent a few times early. And, he had his jab going. He kind of abandoned that stiff jab a little bit. But, I mean, all in all, I'm going to tell you this. It just was a good fight. And it was hard to score. That's just all it played out to be. Late, Lomachenko did come on. He had a very decisive 10th and 11th round as, he landed a lot of punches. And, some people thought he had Devin in trouble there. But Devin, man, kept his composure. He didn't get rattled. He didn't get bewildered. And he came back to close the show in the 12th round. He won the 12th round. So, even though the momentum had shifted and it was all Lomachenko late, Devin Haney had enough in him to rally and win that 12th round. And, I guess that was the story of the fight. Some people would be a little bit against those scores, as one of the scores were a little wide. But like I said, man, I hate to be the judges, Those were some very hard rounds to judge because some of those rounds, Devin would, especially early, Devin, did a lot of good body work. And then, sometime at the end of the round, Lomachenko might, throw a combination and land one or two punches out of the combination. But, so it's just hard to score those type of fights. And then with us as fans from the outside looking in, the impression of the punches landed, especially up top, that's what you remember. And then that 10th and 11th round was so dominant for Loma, but those were two dominant rounds. I mean, what other rounds can you say that either fighter dominated? Devin Haney really didn't dominate rounds early. He just was, very accurate, especially with his body work, So the only two dominant rounds in the whole fight for either fighter was like 10 and 11. The rest of those rounds were very hard to score, but Devin Haney pulled it out. I take my hat off to him. I wouldn't mind seeing him run it back, but I don't know if that's on Bill Haney's mind. I heard him talking to one of the reporters, and he expressed that he didn't really think that it warranted a rematch. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I don't know how Devin Haney would make that 135 limit anyway. And he's already said the only people that he would try to make that limit for again was Shakur Stevenson or Gervonta Tank Davis. So I don't know where he goes from here. I wouldn't even be mad at Haney for moving up to 140 as you know, it's hard for him to make that 135 limit, and I wouldn't be mad with him if he moved up and tried to make one of those guys fight him at a catch weight or whatever, But who knows? Vasiliy Lomachenko has no reason to hang his head. They said he was very emotional, even crying in the locker room, But, I mean, hey, look, man, you got a lot left in the tank. I believe he can come back and dominate at 130, So, I mean, it's all up to Vasiliy Lomachenko. He still has a lot left in the tank. This is Daddy P. Go ahead and slap that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time it comes down. Hey, listen, go ahead. I congratulate Palms Rising. He won the segment of Get This Money. He called it for Devin Haney. And, hey, I got to give it to him. He won. So, y'all let everybody know who got you watching boxing and getting this money. It's Daddy P. I'm out of there.